The stadium lights were blinding, but not a single camera ever caught the truth hiding behind Kim Hye-Seong's eyes. Because on that night, he wasn't just playing baseball, he was fighting a quiet battle no one else knew about. People thought the mystery began on the field. They were wrong. It began long before the first pitch, in a small room behind the dugout, where his name wasn't written on the lineup card. No one expected it, no one understood it, and no one dared to ask the question everyone was secretly thinking. Why wasn't the Korean superstar playing? The Dodgers had brought him in for his speed, his instincts, his fire, yet suddenly, he was being used sparingly, almost cautiously, as if something bigger was unfolding behind the curtain. Some players would have snapped. Some would have complained. Some would have let the world know exactly how they felt. But Kim Hye-Seong, he walked quietly to the bench, tucked his gloves under his arm, and smiled like nothing was wrong. Except something was wrong. Everyone could feel it. Fans whispered. Analysts argued. Even the opposing dugout stole glances, wondering what story was being written in real time. That's when the cameras captured his face, calm, steady, unreadable. A warrior disguised as a bench player. And then, after the game, the question finally came. The one reporters had been dying to ask. The one no one believed he would answer. Did you feel sad about the way manager Roberts has been using you? For a moment, the room froze. Microphones hovered in midair. The world held its breath. Kim Hye-Seong leaned forward, his voice quiet, but sharp enough to cut through the silence. I'm a baseball player, he said. Whatever role I have, I play it. It wasn't anger. It wasn't surrender. It was something far more powerful, pride without ego, strength without noise. But behind that strength lived another truth. A truth he hadn't said out loud until now. Because baseball isn't just numbers on a stat sheet. It's identity. It's purpose. It's the heartbeat of a player who wakes up every day hoping the lineup card has his name on it. And yet, even when it didn't, Kim showed up. Worked harder. Ran faster. Studied longer. As if each day was another chance to rewrite the doubts people had already carved into his story. What the fans didn't know was this. During batting practice, when most players took swings, Kim took twice as many. During fielding drills, when others rotated, he stayed on the dirt, refusing to leave until the sun dipped behind the stadium. One of the Dodgers veterans once said, Kim works like he's fighting for his career, even though he's already earned it. But this wasn't about playing time. It wasn't about pride. It wasn't about pleasing the manager or proving something to critics. It was about something deeper, a reminder of every moment that brought him here. The childhood mornings spent running barefoot on dirt fields. The long nights in training camps where nobody believed in him. The first time he heard a crowd roar his name. The dream he carried from Korea across the ocean to the biggest stage in baseball. That dream didn't break just because his role changed. Dreams bend. They adapt. They sharpen you when the world dulls your shine. So when Kim said he wasn't sad, he meant he still had more to give. And fate, unpredictable, cruel, magical fate, gave him the perfect stage. It came on a cloudy evening, late in the game, when the Dodgers were struggling. A pinch hit opportunity. A moment small enough to overlook. But big enough to define everything. He stepped up to the plate. The crowd wasn't cheering loudly, not yet. They didn't know what was about to happen. The first pitch came in fast. He didn't swing. He was studying, calculating, becoming the player he always knew he was. Then came the pitch he'd been waiting for, a mistake, hanging over the plate like it was daring him to rewrite his story. And he did. The crack of the bat thundered through the stadium, echoing off the rafters. The ball soared. The dugout leapt to its feet. Manager Roberts' eyes widened. Kim Hye-Seong wasn't just answering reporters anymore. He was answering baseball itself. As he rounded first base, something changed. The crowd stood. Chants began. His teammates leaned over the railing, screaming his name. Not because he hit a home run, but because he reminded everyone of something they'd forgotten. Greatness doesn't always come from the spotlight. Sometimes it grows in silence, waiting for its moment to speak. And when Kim touched home plate, the smile on his face said everything his humility wouldn't allow him to say out loud. Give me a role, any role. And I will fill it with everything I am. Later, someone asked Roberts what he thought of Kim's response to his limited playing time. The manager paused, looked toward the field, and nodded. That kid, he said quietly, is going to force me to write his name in the lineup. And that is how a player earns respect in baseball, not by demanding it, but by proving it. Kim Hye-Seong didn't complain. He didn't break. He didn't ask for sympathy. He just played. And in doing so, he rewrote his own chapter in a book no one else can write for him. Because in baseball, and in life, the most powerful voice is the one that speaks through action.